Picture this. You've been working hard, saving carefully. Maybe you finally put some money into an investment, a small business, an index fund, a piece of real estate. Doesn't matter what it is, you took the step. You did the thing most people only talk about. And the very first feeling you get, you want to tell someone, your best friend, your family, your coworker, maybe post something online because it feels good. It feels smart. It feels like you deserve to celebrate. So you do. You share the news. And that's exactly where things start to go wrong. Not because investing is bad, not because sharing is always harmful, but because most people have no idea what happens psychologically and financially when you announce an investment before it's had time to grow. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why silence might be one of the most powerful financial tools you're not using. My name is Ralph. If you're someone who's building wealth and wants to protect it, mentally and financially, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get into it. The biggest threat to your investment is rarely the market. It's rarely the economy. It's rarely bad timing. Most of the time, the biggest threat to your investment is other people's opinions and the way those opinions get inside your head. Here's what I mean. Studies in behavioral psychology have shown something called social reality. When you announce a goal to other people, your brain registers the social acknowledgement, the reactions, the congratulations, the attention, almost the same way it registers actually achieving that goal. Think about that for a second. Your brain gets a reward just from telling people, not from doing the work, not from the investment growing, just from the announcement itself. And what happens after your brain gets that reward? Motivation drops, discipline weakens. You feel like you've already won before the game has even really started. Now compare that to the investor who stays quiet. No announcement, no applause, no external validation. Their brain stays hungry, stays focused, stays in the game. Because internally it knows the work isn't done yet. Same investment, completely different mindset, completely different outcome. And that's just the first reason. Let's talk about what happens when you tell the wrong people. Picture this. You excitedly share your investment with the people closest to you, your family, your friends, the people who love you, and immediately the opinions start. That sounds risky. What if you lose everything? I heard that never works out. Why don't you just keep it in the bank where it's safe? My friend tried something like that and lost money. Now here's the important thing. These people are not bad. They're not trying to hurt you. Most of them genuinely care about you. But here's the problem. Caring about someone and knowing what's right for their finances are two completely different things. When most people hear the word investing, their brain immediately goes to fear, loss, risk, uncertainty. Not because investing is dangerous, but because they've never done it themselves. And fear of the unknown is a very human reaction, but you don't need fear right now, you need focus. When you collect too many opinions on a financial decision, you create something called noise, and noise is incredibly expensive. Let me explain with an example. Imagine you invest $5,000 into an index fund. The market dips 8% a few months later. Markets move up and down all the time. But because you told everyone about your investment, suddenly you're getting messages. Did you see the market? Are you okay? Should you pull out? And now instead of thinking long-term like an investor, you start panicking like a spectator. You pull out your money early, you lock in a loss, and you miss the recovery that happens 6 months later. That $5,000 could have grown. Instead, it shrank, not because of the market, but because of noise. The less people know about your investment, the less noise enters your decision-making. And clear decisions build wealth. Noisy decisions destroy it. Now let's talk about something nobody really wants to say out loud. Not everyone is happy when you succeed. This isn't about having bad people in your life. Most of the time, it's not even intentional. But when you tell someone that you're investing, and they're not, something happens inside them. Psychologists call it relative deprivation. They suddenly feel behind. They feel like you're ahead of them in a race they didn't even know they were running. And when people feel that way, even subconsciously, they respond in one of a few ways. Some will discourage you, not aggressively, just subtly. Little doubts here and there. Small comments that plant seeds of hesitation. Some will start talking. Your investment becomes gossip. Details get shared that you never intended to be public. And some will actually copy your move, but faster, with more resources. and suddenly you have competition you created yourself. None of this is because people are evil, it's just human nature, and understanding human nature is part of being a smart investor. The silence isn't about secrecy, it's about protecting your energy, your focus, and your financial decisions from the interference that comes with sharing too soon. Now you might be thinking, okay, but what if I need advice? What if I'm not sure I'm making the right move? Great question, and this is where I want to be really clear. Silence doesn't mean isolation. There is a big difference between sharing your investment with everyone and consulting with someone who can actually help you. The rule is simple. Before you invest, talk to people with knowledge. After you invest, talk to very few or no one until results are clear. Think of it like building a house. Before construction starts, you consult an architect, you get expert input, you plan carefully. But once the foundation is poured and the walls are going up, you don't stop every hour to ask random passers-by what they think. You trust the plan. You let the work happen. Your investment is the same. Get expert input early, then protect the process. And here's something most people eventually learn the hard way. Not everyone who loves you can advise you, and not everyone who advises you loves you. Choose your financial conversations carefully. Let me give you an analogy that might help this all click. Think of your investment like a seed you've planted in the ground. If you tell everyone about it immediately, people start crowding around. Some will water it, some will step on it, some will dig it up to check if it's growing yet. Some will just stand there debating whether seeds even work. And in all of that activity, the seed never gets the quiet, undisturbed soil it needs to grow. But if you stay quiet, if you tend to it privately, something different happens. You water it consistently, you give it time, you protect it from unnecessary interference. And slowly, over time, it grows into something real, something visible, something that speaks for itself. The best investments don't need to be announced. Eventually, they announce themselves. So let's make this practical. Step 1. Invest first. Announce never. Or at least, not yet. Make the decision based on your own research and trusted guidance. Not social pressure, not the desire for approval. Once you've invested, let it breathe. Give it at least several months before the topic even comes up in conversation. Step 2. Be extremely selective about who you tell, if anyone. Ask yourself one question before sharing. Can this person genuinely help me make a better financial decision? If the answer is no, they don't need to know. This isn't rudeness, this is financial discipline. Step 3. Stop measuring your investment by other people's reactions. The only scoreboard that matters is your actual returns over time. Not whether your family thinks it's smart, not whether your friends are impressed. Numbers, time, results, that's it. Step 4. Stay informed, not influenced. Read about your investment, track it, understand it, but protect yourself from the noise of social media debates, sensational news headlines, and group chats full of panic. Information from credible sources builds confidence, noise destroys it. Step 5. Let time and results be your announcement. When your investment has genuinely worked, when you have real results, real numbers, a real story, that's when you share it. Not as a brag, as a lesson. Wealth is built in silence. It's announced in results. The people who talk the most about their investments in the early stages are often the ones who abandon them the fastest. And the people who say almost nothing, who just stay consistent, stay focused, and let time do its job, are usually the ones who look back years later and can barely believe how much they've built. Saving money protects you today. Investing money builds your future. But protecting your investment from noise, jealousy, and premature judgment, that's what separates people who try from people who actually succeed. If this video helped you see investing differently, make sure to subscribe to Ralph Finance Advice. Every week we break down money in the simplest way possible so you can make smarter decisions with what you have. And I want to know something. Have you ever told someone about an investment and immediately regretted it? Or are you the type to stay quiet until results speak? Let me know in the comments below, because the moment you start protecting your financial decisions like you protect your most important ones, that's when real growth begins.